We're pretty much in the post-COVID era now. So the general daily routine is we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, meet for the morning meditation at 5, have an hour-long silent meditation till 6. Then we have a period of chanting, recitation of the suttas or other devotional verses for about 20 minutes. Then from 6:30 to 7:15 there's a chores period, tidying up, cleaning the place. And there's about 60 or 70 people that live here in this monastery, about 40, 45 monastics, 25, 30 lay people roughly. There's a slightly fluctuating population. So everyone lends a hand tidying up and cleaning and so forth. Then there's an informal breakfast time, 7:15, and then at 8:15 people gather to organize the main work periods for the day. So a lot of the maintenance and say the looking after the place in many and various ways is all done by the resident monastic community, lay community, from looking after the gardens, the library, doing repairs on buildings. A lot of that we do ourselves. And then all the administration we do ourselves. We only have, the monastery has I think 2.5 paid employees. Everything is done on free. The guests don't pay any money. Nobody's charged anything for anything here. All the literature is for free distribution. So it's a very strict no money exchange policy. All our monasteries are run like that. So there's no charge for anything whatsoever. So you guys could come and stay here for 3 months and not put a penny or a euro into the donation box, and no one would even blink. It's just everything is freely offered. And so that sense of things being freely offered, it's very much a life of people sharing and contributing. So people, whatever their abilities or interests are in terms of work, then they join in with whatever they can do. The morning work period finishes around 11, and then 11:30 we gather for a fairly formal mealtime offering, the main meal of the day. And so that we live on donations, obviously. Since we don't charge for anything, we have to eat. And we keep very strictly to the ancient practice of living on dana. So whatever food is brought to the monastery, that's what we live on. And so many and various people come to support the place, either bringing dry food that is stored or food that they've prepared that day, and that's offered in a fairly formal ceremonial way to the community. At about 11:30 we chant a blessing, and then after the meal time people help with the tidy up and washing up and so on. And then the afternoon period is open for people to do their own study, their own practice, or to go for a walk, or as they choose. And there's nothing formally in place on a daily basis until 7:30 in the evening. Often there'll be some kind of, for the lay guests, there will be maybe a time for a questions and answer session with one of the senior nuns or monks that are here. We have a nuns community as well as a monks community here. Or there might be other meetings that are arranged within the monastic community for discussing business, decision-making meetings around Sangha business. We have a large building program going on, so there's lots of meetings about building. Many details that need to be worked out in terms of construction and looking after all of the process of developing the site. And the evening meditation begins with 7:30, usually about a quarter of an hour of chanting. Again, either a sutta or the devotional chanting. And then we sit meditation together silently for about 45 minutes. One day a week on the moon days, and there's an instructional talk. So today's the half moon, so there'll be a talk tonight. And then also on the moon days, the 4 quarters, it's the opportunity for the resident lay community to redetermine the 8 precepts. Everyone living here lives on the 8 precepts, so that means celibacy and no supper and no entertainments and such like. So that's the basic format for everyone living in the monastery. We would generally finish on an ordinary day about 8:40, 8:45. When there's an instructional talk, it'd be about an hour later, 9:40, 9:45. In pre-COVID times, we would have a late night meditation. All of those moon days we'd sit up together till midnight, and then that weekly session would finish at midnight. In some monasteries then it goes on much longer, through to 3 a.m. or through till dawn, depending on the routine of that monastery. But so it's a once a week observance day, and we keep to the cycles of the moon. So we have 2 calendars going. We have the 7-day week calendar and we have the lunar calendar, and we keep fairly strictly to both of them. So today's the moon day, so today this was a no work around the monastery apart from cooking and the washing up day. And then this evening we'll have the gathering and the instructional talk and so on. And then since COVID, we made the late night sitting voluntary, so a few people will stay up to midnight and beyond. And then tomorrow is the day after the moon day is an open schedule. And that's roughly how we structure our days.